Okay, this next section of the lesson is going to be how to write the essay, how to pull all of your information from the document to put it in paragraph form. So you want to scroll down to the bottom of your chart after you have written your intro paragraph, your information from this box and this box and this box. You put your mouse down here at the bottom of the very end of the document and hit enter a couple of times just to give you some space, because this is where you're going to actually put your double spaced text, your information. So you're going to want to format it to be double spaced so that when you do all of your copy and pasting, it's going to automatically format correctly for you. So to do that, you're going to hit Format, Line Spacing, Double. Format, line spacing, double. And you're going to want to go up to the top to grab your very first paragraph. Intro paragraph. You're going to take this, copy and paste it. It should already have all of your words in the blanks. The intro paragraph is what you're taking first. This is what's going to go at the beginning of your essay. You're going to click on Control C after you have it highlighted. And then let's scroll all the way down to the bottom, to the end. And you're going to do Control V.
Can we erase the lines?
Yeah, you're going to want to erase the blank lines to clean it up. You want the text to be Arial, and you want it to be smaller. I prefer 12, Arial 12. So once you've fixed it the way it needs to be and cleaned it up, remember you've got to indent because it is the beginning of a paragraph. And to indent, you're going to hit the Tab button. The Tab button is on the left side of your keyboard. I'm also noticing that my formatting is not correct, so I've got to go back and highlight this and make it be double spaced. You got to go to line spacing and make sure that it's double spaced. Okay? Now it's correct. Now I'm ready for paragraph 2. So I'm going to hit the return key. Notice it indented automatically for me. And I'm going to go up to the top. I've already done the intro paragraph, so the next thing I'm going to do is my assertion sentence for paragraph 2. Okay? So you're going to take your assertion sentence. Control C. And pull it down here and put it in your new paragraph. Control V. Okay? And again, you're going to have to make sure it stays in format. So highlight it. It's not formatting for me, so it's probably not going to format for you either. But make sure that you indent, hit the Tab button to indent. Okay, notice that this is just the first sentence in this paragraph. All of your evidence and commentary are going to all go into this paragraph for Dr. Jekyll.
You put it in a box.
In a box.
Like I put it in this story and then you put it in a box.
Okay, that means you highlighted probably the box itself instead of just the words. So go back and maybe try to undo it and then go back and highlight it again and just make sure you get just the words and not the whole table. Okay, so I've got the assertion sentence for Dr. Jekyll. Now I'm going to go up and do my first evidence for Dr. Jekyll. The whole thing. Control C. Control V. Okay. Then I want my commentary next. Right after the evidence, I'm going to have the commentary next.
Miss Dunn, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Can you come in real quick and simple part for you too?
Yes, that's a good one. Mm-hmm.
But
And
or because it was down here.
either one. Either one. Those are both good ones, yes. All right, so commentary goes next. You're going to highlight commentary. Copy. Control C. And then you're going to go down to your essay. Go to the end of the last sentence because you're still in the same paragraph. Remember, your evidence and commentary for this paragraph is all about Dr. Jekyll. So it's all going to be in the same paragraph because it's about the same subject. Control V. Then we're going to go up and get evidence 2. Your evidence number 2 from right here. Copy. And another copy and paste. And then you'll do the same for evidence 3. Copy and paste your evidence and commentary. Then the final thing you'll put in that paragraph is your concluding sentence. Therefore, whatever you put there will go in that part. And what you're trying to prove is, therefore, it is clear that Dr. Jekyll is an upright man, a man of high moral character. Deep down inside, he's a decent person. Whatever you want to say on that, just one sentence, because you've proven it, okay? And that ends that paragraph. The next paragraph is going to be about Mr. Hyde, and it's going to be a new paragraph. So you're going to highlight your assertion sentence and start a new paragraph. Control C. Control V. And you want to go ahead and tab it over because it's a new paragraph. Now I'm just plugging in this little note right here to be a reminder to you, okay? It's just a reminder. But don't put it in your essay. You can delete it. If it's on there, you can delete it. It's just a reminder to you of what to put next. Okay, so now this is the sentence that starts our paragraph about Mr. Hyde. you'll be able to see it. Hang on, let me just highlight it instead of done. Okay, I want to just change the color to red. Okay. It says the next sentences are your evidence, commentary 2 and 3. It just comes from your part. All right, so now we're on the paragraph where we're going to portray Mr. Hyde. And I've already copied and pasted the assertion sentence for Mr. Hyde. You're going to go back up and grab your evidence from Mr. Hyde's chart. Okay? And it's going to go next. And all of the evidence and commentary, all of this is, and you could probably just go ahead and highlight, well, I don't know, because it may capture boxes, like Zion said. You probably, it doesn't, you can get it all without it doing the boxes? Oh, good, okay. So highlight everything that you've put into this chart here then, and then press Control V to paste it into your essay, okay?
So I like everything. Press Control V.
Well, you'll highlight everything and hit Control C, and then go down and hit Control V down here. It's where you'll hit Control V, right here. And that should pull everything in about Mr. Hyde. And then you can also put in your concluding paragraph last. And the concluding paragraph is what you put in these boxes here, where you restated your thesis, where you've written a short summary, and then you've answered the question, why did the author create the characters who were opposites? That's your final question.
How you get the boxes off of me? But
Did you get boxes on there again?
yeah.
Just hit undo. And then go back. So once you've gotten these 3 sections copied and pasted for your final paragraph, notice it's going to be a paragraph on its own, this concluding paragraph, then you are finished. So your essay is going to have an intro paragraph, a paragraph about Dr. Jekyll, a paragraph about Mr. Hyde, and then a concluding paragraph. And then you're finished.
Okay. Okay. I didn't find that about Mr. Jekyll.
What else, Will?
On page 3, I didn't find that for Mr. Jekyll.
Well, you only need 2 examples, so go to another page. Okay. So I want to go ahead and show you now the rubric. The rubric for grading, or the rubric for revising your work, because we're going to do that in our next class period on Wednesday.
So it's due Wednesday.
So I want to show you the rubric. All right, this is how I'm going to grade your essay. I'm going to be looking for assertion sentences, that you've put expressive adjectives in the blanks, that you took the time to look them up. I'll give you a 3 if I see some good adjectives. If I see adjectives that are so-so, or maybe you ended up putting good in there by mistake one time, you might get a 2 instead of a 3, okay? But if you used expressive adjectives and you utilized Google to find some good words, then you'll earn a 3 for that. The next thing I'm looking at is your evidence and your examples. Are they good pieces of evidence? Is it clear that Dr. Jekyll is good? Is it clear that Mr. Hyde is bad? Have you tied all of your quotations? Meaning, did you put the narrator says, or Dr. Jekyll says, or Mr. Hyde says? If you put that at the beginning of all of your evidence, make sure you have page numbers on all of your evidence. Okay, so if you do all that, you'll get a 3. If you miss a couple of them, then I'm going to give you a 2 instead of a 3. But if you totally miss this part, then you'll get a 1. Okay? And if it's not done at all, then you wouldn't get a score at all. But if you make any kind of attempt, you would earn a 1. Okay? Commentary, make sure you've got 2 sentences for each quotation. That earns you a 3. Grammar, this is what I'm looking for. Make sure you don't use the pronoun I or my. Use present tense, verbs, complete sentences, no distracting punctuation, no spelling errors. And you can say, oh, Miss Donham, I'm not a good speller. Well, that's okay, because the computer knows if something is misspelled, and it does that little jiggly line under it. So go ahead and right click on it and make that correction so that nothing is misspelled. Okay? The last thing I'm grading is your voice. I'm looking at the parts where you wrote your own words, and I want to see that you wrote nice language, appropriate language for this analysis. And you'll earn an extra point for that if I see that being evident. Okay? All right. And then the grade, here's how it converts. If you earn 9 points, then you'll have a 100 on your essay. 8 points is a 95. 7 points is a 90. 6 points is 85. And it goes down from there. Okay? So it's a very,
I need 5 to go.
it's a nice grade. You can look and see what you think you're going to make based on this rubric. Okay? This is going to be a test grade. A test grade. Okay? This lesson is going to be saved so that you can go back and look at it if you need to.